My name is Em. I work at Virtual Peaker, and I am a quality assurance engineer. Virtual Peaker works with utilities to help them be more energy efficient. I test all of the software that our developers make, and I make sure that it's doing what we think it's doing. And I do that with manual tests, and I also do that by writing code that automatically tests. I feel like I get to solve puzzles all day. It's always really challenging, and there's that little endorphin buzz you get when something goes through the way you think it should.
My name is Gwen, and I work for Exelis, which is a health tech company, and I'm a data analyst for them. As a data analyst, you're responsible for taking the data, and then you want to identify any trends or patterns that you might see, and you're really trying to figure out what's the story here? What is this data trying to tell us? I am a wife, I am a mom, and I'm a full-time worker. I like math, so I decided to major in math, and then that led me down to the data analysis track.
An average day at Virtual Peaker includes doing manual testing. Usually I get assigned a GitHub issue where the developers have coded something. There's a specific scope that I need to test. I create a test plan and I have it reviewed by my team, and then I go ahead with manual testing, create a test report, send anything back to dev that I found that was unexpected or I have questions about. And then if it all looks good, it gets released to production for our customers to use. And then other days I get assigned tasks to automate certain parts of our software. So I'll write code in Python that goes through the software in the browser and does different checks and asserts that everything looks the way we expect it to.
So on our team, there are 4 of us. So there's one who's a subject matter expert in like healthcare, and then there are 2 data analysts, and then we have our manager. And so usually you work more independent, which I do like that, but you also do have opportunities to collaborate. So whenever I'm struggling with something, I can go to my counterpart and I can ask her, hey, have you started working on this yet? Or did you see this problem? How did you solve it? Can I pick your brain on something? Every day I'm in Python. We're always using pandas. We also use Streamlit, which is how we create our web apps. And then maybe once or twice a month, I'm in SQL to pull data from our database so that we can analyze it.
On a regular basis, I work with Playwright, which is an automation framework, Python, PyTest. We do use pandas in some of our tests to manipulate dates and times, to read in some CSVs that we get from our apps and our automation tests. We do all of our coding in PyCharm.
Learn how you learn best, and the way you learn is not going to be the same way that somebody else learns. So you have to kind of play around to figure out what works for you. I think of it like a puzzle. So one day you might not be able to find the correct piece for the puzzle, but then you come back the next day and hey, the piece fits.
A big part of Code U is just learning how to learn. And that's been really helpful, learning how to research topics and teach yourself as much as you can, learning how to ask questions the right way. I feel like I was able to take all of those skills into my position, and they've really taken me far and continue to take me very far.
There's a huge opportunity in being a data analyst, but there's a huge opportunity in, training models to make predictions. And if you're looking for job growth or job security, this is a good field to be in. I think you should choose data analysis if you are ready to work hard, if you're ready to learn and not stop learning, so you want to be a forever student, and if you like to take challenges and conquer those challenges.
I never really thought of myself as a programmer or a coding person. I think there's a misconception that you have to be kind of math-minded, and I've always been kind of more of a creativity-minded person. When I realized that coding is actually very creative and it's a lot of problem solving and just kind of like puzzles, I realized that it worked with my brain very well, which was something that I didn't expect and was surprising to find. And once I figured that out, then it was just kind of addictive and easy to go from there.